Okay? And at that moment, I knew my life had changed forever.
Hello, how you doing? Yes. Can we all just stand up really quick because we've been sitting for a minute? Can we all stand up, move our legs around? I am Tina, otherwise...
Meet Tina, stars Tina Wilson, a beacon of hope and transformation for women over 40. As a licensed life and health coach, Tina specializes in empowering those who have faced life's toughest challenges.
The edge of their seat. So when someone says, Tina, how did you do? I'm going to say, I had them at the edge of their seat.
Drawing from her personal triumphs over tragedy, Tina guides women on a transformative journey. Her unique approach is grounded in the 5 pillars of transformation: mindset, heart set, nutrition, fitness, and resilience. Tina's mind, body, and soul awakening program isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. Through her online fitness boutique studio, she merges physical well-being with emotional growth. As an international motivational speaker, Tina's voice resonates across continents. She inspires and educates through her podcast, her dynamic presence on platforms like Clubhouse and Toastmasters International, and her compelling storytelling. Celebrating her latest achievement, the publication of her first book, No More Traumedy, Tina continues to leave a lasting mark in the art of transformation.
I said I need to make a book for anyone who's had some type of trauma or tragedy, because there's no playlist. People don't like to talk about it. Remember, I was with my coach and I'm like, well, this person's got a cool thing. They do motivation. They do finances. I talk about traumedy. That's not cute. He's like, Tina, you make traumedies look good.
Yeah.
Stars Tina Wilson, transforming lives by overcoming one traumedy at a time.
Hey, you're a superstar. Grand rising to you and also you. I am Stars Tina, the host of the 7 a.m. Cup of Motivation. I missed you guys yesterday. Let me tell you, if you've been watching the news, you heard Tampa is getting, and I'm sending prayers and blessings to everyone there. That's where I live. And yesterday, guys, I was at the airport. I was like, I gotta get out. So I missed you yesterday. But if this is your first time, welcome. Roll over to YouTube now and subscribe, because you don't want to miss an episode. When you join our YouTube channel family, let me tell you, you get so many goodies, and it's free. You're going to get fitness classes. You're going to get motivational, inspirational, transformational videos. You're going to get events. You're going to get so many things. But here, this is the 7 a.m. Cup of Motivation. I'm here Monday through Friday, 7 a.m., God willing, bringing you motivation. Does this outfit motivate you right now? Let me tell you, it is brought to you today by my mother. She's like a secret shopper. I think she's like Tina Knowles, Beyonce's mom, always getting her clothes and stuff, or buying clothes or making clothes. But Mommy, you were right. When I saw the outfit, you can't see the whole thing, but I was like, oh, what is that? And my luggage is in New Jersey, okay? I'm in Texas right now, luggage in New Jersey. I'm like, what am I gonna wear? I'm like, let me just put on this outfit she gave me. And Mommy, you're right. It does look pretty fabulous. So thank you, Mama. Anyway, this outfit is motivating me today. Sometimes in life, you have to know your special secret hacks, right? That are gonna get you motivated, that are gonna get you going. Because low key, I'm a little bit tired. Let me tell you. We have so many things going on over here at Elite Stars, and I always have to thank my Jesus friend, because she just keeps me going. She keeps me focused. We keep ourselves like this. We're like, boom, 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 boom. But anyway, if you didn't know, we have a book coming out. This book is coming out in 7 weeks. Yes. And every Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m., I am doing a workshop. Yes. So as we're revving up for this book launch, I'm also doing speaking engagements. So if you need a speaker to come in and motivate and inspire your team, I'm your girl. But this Friday, I'm doing my very first professional development day in a school. All right, guys, I'm gonna make you laugh. Are you ready for a funny? So one of my old clients, she used to be a teacher, so she's been guiding me. Actually, she's been the inspiration for a lot of things, like the event we had a couple weeks ago, Traumedy No More for Kids. She pretty much helped plant that event. Her name well, I don't know if she wants to say her name, but anyway, Joanne is amazing, Betsy's mom. And I've been talking to her about these professional development days. So the other day I said, I just want to ask you, I've been calling her like every day. I'm like, Joanne, I want to ask you some questions about, I'm doing this personal development day. And she says, well, first of all, it's called professional development. I was like, okay. That just goes to show you guys, hi, mommy. That just goes to show you it's okay if you don't know everything. A lot of people would say, oh, I can't do this because I've never done it before. I don't know. I'm just jumping in, right? I'm just jumping in the water. I'm able to swim a little bit. I'm not the best swimmer. I might do that little doggy paddle. I might anyway, back to the point, Tina. This Friday, I'm doing my very first professional development day. And on Sunday, I was like, okay, Renee, we have to get this finished today, meaning our workbook, paperwork and everything. But Sunday, I was so focused on the book that's coming out in 7 weeks. I was just in it. And family, it is so amazing. Like, I can't even believe this is something that came from me, and Renee just there inspiring me, just getting the things out of my head and getting it on paper to look like real stuff. It just blows my mind. And Sunday, I was just in it, just like, whew, and I'm not saying I forgot about the workshop. I was just like, okay, Renee's working on that for me. I'm going to focus on this. So yesterday I was like, we got to get it done because we got to get it printed. And we were working late last night, guys. It was literally it was like 4 to 5 hours. I was working on it for like 5 or 6 hours. Actually, I was working on the plane at the airport yesterday. Anyway, my point is you have to figure out what motivates you. And that's what you're going to get when you come to the show is motivation, yes? The second thing you're going to get is inspiration. I want to find those things in your life that's going to inspire you. Those things that are just going to make you say, you know what? I got to get out of bed right now. Or I have to stretch. Or I have to drink water. Or start thinking about what you're going to do. I want to help you. I want to empower you to get inspired to just do that thing that God wants you to do. That's the second thing you're going to get when you come to the show. And the third thing you're going to get is you're going to get transformation. It may not happen overnight, but I can guarantee you, if you watch this show every single day, you're going to learn something because I learn something every day. So that's what happens when you come in here. You're going to get that motivation, that inspiration, and the transformation. So welcome back. Welcome back. And if it's your first time, thank you for coming through. Share it out. Send it to a friend right now because today we have a lot of things lined up. But first, I'd like to go over our Bible verse of the day. Renee, join us. I decided to have Renee join us on our Bible verse because every week we do a Bible verse, and this is our Bible verse of the week. Renee, read the Bible verse for us, please.
Good morning. It is Galatians 5:22-23. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law.
I'll let you go first, and then I'll reply with my feelings and thoughts.
Okay, the thing that jumped out to me when I read that verse is that it points to all things good. If we embody the goodness that's within ourselves and other people on this earth, then there's nothing that can harm us. And I believe that's what it's talking about when there's no law that can trump any of those things.
I like that. I'm just going to give some examples, right? Mm-hmm. Because I think we really have to give people a lot of grace in this world and just really realize that people are doing the best that they can do, right? Sometimes it's just hard to get out of bed. One, physically, the pain, and then mentally just like, oh my gosh, I have to go through this whole day again. So if you just think about, that part, the grace, giving that for people. And also if you yourself are leading with love, if you yourself are leading with good intentions, if you're leading with forbearance, and I looked up that word because I was like, forbearance. I don't have the definition right now, but I went to my boyfriend. Oh, see, that's why she's so good. I went to ChatGPT. Let me tell us what you got there, Renee, for it.
Go ahead. You can finish your
Okay. Let
All
me
right.
see. I remember my glasses. Carla was like, Tina, please get your glasses. So, forbearance means showing patience, self-control, and restraint, especially in difficult situations. It's the ability to endure challenges, frustrations, or offenses without becoming angry or upset. And did you go to ChatGPT? Because that's the same answer they gave me.
Yes. Because
Yay!
I
See, my
knew.
boyfriend, now that I think about it, that's not a good thing. I was going to say my boyfriend gets around, but anyway, yes, I love that definition. I love that word. That's probably gonna be like my word of the year for next year. Like, what is your word of the year? You know, we have less than 3 months left in this year. Um, so forbearance, I love that right there. And I just feel the more that we're leading with these great feelings, the patience, right? Sunday, Pastor Todd was talking about patience. He was talking about waiting. And Tina, in the past, and I'm not claiming stubbornness. I'm not claiming I'm not patient. I am patient. I what's that thing? I am not stubborn. Renee, what's the opposite of stubborn?
I would say probably
Patience?
no
No.
patience. Stubborn would be you listen willingly. You
Okay.
that's I made that up, but
Go to the boyfriend. Go to my boyfriend ChatGPT and ask him, because this
okay,
is
I've
important,
got it
right?
up.
It's very important, family, that you speak the words that you want. You never want to talk negative or like not. You don't want to say, I am not this, I'm not that. You want to speak what you are, the I am statements. But I say that because when it comes to forbearance, when it comes to patience, when it comes to forgiveness, when it comes to waiting, I don't know if I'm the only one, but sometimes I used to not like that. I wanted everything done right away. And he made an example when it comes to cooking, right? Do we have any people out there that cook or that want to cook or can cook or wish they could cook? It takes time, right? All things come to those who wait. I'm sure you've heard that several times. And the example that he made was he had a microwave on the stage and he had a cup of macaroni and cheese. I don't know if anyone here loves to go mac and cheese. I was at a restaurant the other day and they had lobster mac and cheese. I've never had it, but I was curious. I was like, I wonder. I didn't get it because I was like, too many calories. Anyway, the macaroni and cheese, he had like a cup and you put some water in, you put it in the microwave, and you sprinkle some cheese in it, boom, you got it. Fast in a hurry. And that's how most people live their life. It's just fast, fast. I used to be their family. I used to be there. I just thought everything had to be done so quick. I had to get it done. And there was really like, why? What are you rushing for? What's meant for you, what's meant to be will be. And then he had someone in the kitchen. She was in the kitchen just cooking, just getting it together. And which one do you think tasted better? The one that was cooking. Renee, what did that say? You can go ahead and read it.
It said,
No, my mother.
oh, hold on.
And good morning, Carla. We love Carla.
Yes, Carla was in class with me this morning.
Yes.
Miss Hattie says, good morning, daughter. A mother knows what would look good on her child. I'm happy you are home. She's talking about your dress that she bought you.
Yes. I said to her, yes, it looks great. So we were talking about forbearance. We were talking about patience. Renee, you were looking up the opposite of stubborn. What is that?
Yes, it is. The opposite of stubborn is flexible or open-minded.
But you know what I think is so wild? Those things are so easy for me. Like, I am probably the most flexible person in the world. And what was the other one? Easy-minded? Easy what?
Open-minded.
Open-minded. Like, so it's like a cognitive dissonance happening in my body when it comes to stubborn. That is, I'm not saying that's my new word, but it is like stuck in my head. I watched a show, a documentary or whatever about postpartum slave syndrome. I don't know. I sent it to you, Renee. I don't know if you watched it. And she kept talking about that a lot, right? Cognitive dissonance. And that's what's happening with me with the stubborn and, flexible. I see you ready to say something.
No, I was just going to comment on the stubborn. It's a matter of, and I know because I know you, I know how that works. It's not that you're not open-minded. It's sometimes a person who's working with you has to give you time to process things and then then you open your mind to other ideas. I know that.
So true, because this hurricane in Tampa, and I'm sure my mother will tell me soon what it's like there. I must have gotten at least 7 to 10 text messages, phone calls, messages, maybe more than that. Like people reaching out to me. This was on Sunday. This was on Saturday, right? There's a storm coming. There's a storm coming. Okay, they didn't say that. But I got so many people. And yesterday I was talking to my mother when she picked me up from the airport. And she was like, I'm so happy you're here. Your sister is so happy you're here. And I'm just like, why? And she's like, because we know you don't listen, Tina. You take things for granted. You don't watch the news. And she says, my sister's like, why do you move to a state you don't know the weather? And and I said, well, Mommy, a lot of people reached out to me. And I do want to thank everyone that reached out to me, checking in on me. I'm not in Tampa. I'm in Texas now. I am good. And she's like, because they know you, Tina. We know that you're stubborn. So I'm not claiming that devilish word stubborn ever again. I'm going to say flexible and open-minded.
Yeah. I like that. I like that.
Yes, yes. So that is our Bible verse of the week. I want you to put it deep into your heart. I want you to get more forbearance in your life. Question of the day. Go for it, Renee.
The question of the day is, in what ways do you experience peace, joy, or love in your life right now? And how can you share that with others around you?
Love it. You go first.
Okay. So the peace, the love, and the joy, I don't take those for granted in my own life. And I have learned to appreciate those through all of my traumas and tragedies that I've experienced. And I've learned that those are the things that bring me real happiness. And the way that I share those with others is I try to not try, we don't use that word. I give them freely to the people I care about. Right? Because I want them to experience the same level of true happiness that I feel. And I feel that that's and I purposely tied this into the Bible verse when I came up with this question, because I feel that that is how I can show honor to God, is to show him how I'm using those gifts to make the lives of people around me better.
Woo, that was a long answer, but we got it, and I loved it. Yes, thank you very much. Low key, I forgot what the question was.
I will read it. I that one was a little long-winded. That is one of the things I need to work on. I know that.
I see it. What ways are the experience? So for me, Renee, it's about being super, super, super present in the current moment. That can be very challenging. That can be very hard for me and probably most people. But I find if I'm sad, if I'm mad, if I'm angry, I'm probably living in the past or living in the future, like wishing I did something in the past, wishing something was like it was in the past, or what's going to happen in the future. But when I am currently in the present state, right, I'm usually filled with joy, peace, happiness, love, all those great feelings. And if I'm not, I'm like, hold up, wait a minute, like who is around me? Sometimes you just gotta piece out some people, some places, some things, some jobs, some opportunities, because they are not meant for you, right? Pick up your Bible, grab that friend, grab that person, grab whatever that brings you joy. For me, it's music, right? I have my certain playlist. I've got the other night. Why did I do this? I don't know why I did this. Maybe because I was just, when I was packing and I was not freaking out about the storm, because, like get your stuff off the floor. So I had to like get the stuff up off the floor and move it around and pack my clothes and figure out all this stuff. I was like, let me just watch something. And I found this comedy. I get on Netflix and I watch funny comedies, so those are some things that I do to get the experience of joy in my life, Renee. So thank you for that beautiful question of the day.
You're welcome.
All right, family and friends. So if you're back, if this is your first time, this is a 7 a.m. Cup of Motivation. This week, we are talking about journaling. Yes, empowerment through journaling. What does empowerment mean to you? Type it in the chat right now. Tell me, when you think of empowering words, empowering people, empowering places. Let's think about that, right? Let's talk about the places. What are some places that empower you? For me, I can name them like this, right? If it's something I had to do locally, like I couldn't hop on a plane, it would definitely be something near the water. I can tell you, I go to the beach at least 2 to 3 times a week. Maybe it's just to walk on the beach. Maybe it's to put my feet in the sand. Maybe it's just to lay there and let the sun come on my face. But going near water, going to the beach, that just brings me so much peace. I feel so much closer to God. Maybe you're not near a beach. Go to a park. Put your feet in the grass, do a little grounding, hug a tree, feel the breeze on your face. Get outside. Our God made a beautiful, amazing world, right? And I want you to just take it in. Some other things that I do too that empowers me is traveling, right? Zion, I think it's not in Arizona. I don't know where it is, but it is the most beautiful sight in the world. Vegas, I love Vegas because of the like energy. It's like this je ne sais quoi energy in the air that I love, and then this voice is coming with the Paris. If you've never been to Paris, my friends, I want to invite you to Paris. So beautiful. It's like a New York with the same vibe. They do have like a little Statue of Liberty there. It's just beautiful. I love it. I love it. So think of what empowers you, right? So today we're talking about journaling because it's all about the Traumedy No More for Kids book. That is what's coming out in 7 weeks. You can purchase it today. Click the link on the bottom. And when you do the early bird special, you're going to get a free Traumedy kit with it. Traumedy is when the energies of a trauma and a tragedy collide. When these two things come together, life-changing experiences occur. Everyone goes through it, and we're just really focused on the children. Yes, yes. So journaling is something that may seem boring. It may seem like I don't want to do this, but it's great, right? Yes. Renee's going to give us some tips that you can do for journaling. Go for them right now, Renee, since it's on your mind. Self-reflection and clarity. Ooh, I like that. So I have 2 different journals. All right, I've got my regular journal where I just like, it's funny because I remember a few years ago when I started journaling, I only journaled when I was mad, because when I'm mad, you have to like get those emotions out. And when I would read my journal, I was like, wow, girl, what is going on with you? But now I have elevated, so I journal when I'm feeling good. So if you to read my journal, you'll be like, girl, it's like a good love novel. It is so juicy and it's great. So my regular journal, and then I met my health coach, and she's like, every morning before your feet touch the floor, I want you to journal. I want you to journal what you're grateful for. And I was like, I journal already. She's like, no. Shout out to Coach Tabby. She's like, I want you to have a special book just for gratitude. And then I saw where I know Oprah does gratitude journaling. I heard Lisa Nichols was talking. I think she said 5 or 10 things she writes down that she journals every day. Empowerment, I think of being confident. Yes, everybody wants to be confident, right? When you're confident, you feel sexy. When you're confident, you've got those shoulders back. You're like, hey, put on a red lip. That'll definitely make you feel confident. I went into this boutique and I was looking for something red. I'm like, why don't you guys have like that much red stuff around? And he said, most women really don't like the color red because it's bold and it stands out, and you gotta like have that energy. Like even a red lip, I love a good popping red lip. And I just happen to have this ruby woo in the other room because my makeup is in New Jersey. So I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? Thank goodness I had, I always say just a little lippy and some mascara and you're good to go. But anyway, we are talking about journaling today. Renee put up there emotional release and healing. Ooh, that's a good one. And then when you go back and you read your old things, anyone here have a diary when you were a kid? Renee was telling me a story about her daughter and her diary, and I thought that was so cute. And you put a little lock on it. Do you remember those? Do they even still make those things? I think that'll be like the cutest gift to give to a child. But I don't even know if these children read anymore. But emotional release, and it just really heals the soul. It makes you feel better. And sometimes, I don't know if I'm the only person, but I'll be texting someone, and you got to be careful what you text, how you text, when you text. My daughter lives in California, so they are 3 hours behind me. And, she told me this a while ago. She's like, Mom, when I wake up, you can't be sending me all those text messages because I just get to go and it's like blip, 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 blip. And I was like, okay, breathe, Tina. So I'll just send her one or two. But it was her birthday on Sunday. Shout out to Divinity's birthday. And if you didn't wish her a happy birthday, roll over to her page and wish her a happy birthday. And I was posting all these pictures and videos of her and her brother. And she was like, Mom, she said it again. She was like, I woke up to all these tags. And, it was a little triggering because it was a lot of her and her brother. And, she was real close to her brother. So you have to be mindful when it comes to what you're putting out in the world or out to other people. Yes, it's healing for you. So tonight at 7:30, I'll be doing my workshop. It's all about empowering through journaling. Third thing, goal setting and growth. I was thinking about this goal setting this morning because I'm so excited we have a plan, Renee, right? When you have a plan for what you're going to do with your life, when you have a plan for what you're going to do with your business, it just makes everything so much easier. It's like you wake up, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. If you have no idea what you want, if you have no idea where you're going, you're just kind of like baffling around. If you have too many things on your plate, one thing at a time. That's it. Right? Yesterday, we knew we had to do our workbook because I have to present on Friday. And then I got some idea. It was an amazing idea. I don't even remember what it is right now. But I was like, okay, Renee, let's do this. And I was like, stop, hold up, wait a minute. Renee, we must finish because Renee, she'll run with me. She'll be on that train. Renee is like this, she's trying to hold on. I'm like, but I need her to stay still sometimes, like without me to keep me focused. But I was like, okay, Renee, we got to focus here. I wanted to do this. We got to stay here. And I don't even know what the second thing was. Write it in, Renee, if you remember the other thing we were supposed to do. It wasn't our media kit. I don't know what it was. But anyway, the point is when it comes to journaling and being organized, it gets you focused. And I'm going to go over these 3 tips again. Renee, thank you for these 3 tips. This is something she just threw out to us right now when it comes to journaling, why it's so important. The first one, self-reflection and clarity. If you want more information on this or more goodies, join us tonight for our free workshop. Self-reflection and clarity is the first one. The second thing, emotional release and healing. We all need a little bit of healing around here. Yes, we do, people. And the third one is goal setting and growth. I don't know about you, but I love growing. Those are the 3 tips that I'm giving you today. We'll go a little deeper tonight in the workshop, how it correlates to healing when it comes to Trauma No More for Kids. So grab your kids, get your notebooks and pens, come through because 7:30 is our workshop. This is an 8-week series that you can get. If you missed last week, go over to YouTube. I'm going to make sure it's there. My girl Carla, I want to say thank you for always making these great profiles, covers on our YouTube channel. If you haven't gone there, go there. She's absolutely amazing. If you need a little graphic designer, she's doing that and she's there for you. It's a little side hustle she has. So thank you for that. I have to call you Renee. Thank you for that, Carla. With that being said, family and friends, Traumedy, yes, it's here. It's here. We can't run away from it. You try to run away from it, but it's always going to be there. So I am here, gifted from God to support you, to empower you. Whether you're an adult, you can get the No More Traumedy book, or if you have a child, if you have a cousin, a niece, or whatever, right? Traumedy No More for Kids. These books, well, they're both for sale. The Traumedy No More for Kids book, that's coming out in 7 weeks, and you get the playbook with it. You get the Traumedy No More for Kids, Traumedy Kit, which are tools that are going to empower you. With that being said, family and friends, saying a special prayer for all the people in Florida, just hoping everything is okay there. Excited for this week, and I just want to say peace and a bottle of Harry's. Bye.
The young entrepreneur was killed at a business he owned downtown.
Laying there in his puddle in his own blood at that point. Literally holding him and screaming.
Gaines was 21 years old when he was murdered.
And the Emmy goes to The Tape Room, Jamal Mally Gaines.
What's going on with my son? Like, I'm sorry, your son is dead.
And the last time I saw my brother was in the hallway where he died. And I told him, you need to get a gun. You need to have more protection.
Somebody knows something. Somebody out there has some answers about what has happened.
This is ridiculous. Okay, it should not happen. This needs to stop. Young black man with a business. Yes. You see what I'm saying? Yes!
They were coming after the story, even though they shot him, he was still just fighting as he was going down. He went out there charging like a lion, and that's what we named his foundation after, Lion-Hearted Legend, because he had so much freaking heart.
Greatness attracts hate and jealousy and envy and greed.
Yes.
When what it should attract is motivation. Because that's what Marley did for me. He motivated me.